Okay, so welcome back, and today what we're going to be talking about is the swing plane. And the swing plane has a lot of different things that is thrown inside of it, and I'm going to make it less and less complicated or busy, because I'm going to add a few things so that if you want this paper or this sheet, then you can have it and you can start, breaking down your kit, or you could break down your swing as well. And it's something that I highly recommend you take with you. And you look at yourself, you examine yourself, and then use that so you can be the best player you can be. And that's what I actually do with all my students. And I do this online and I do it one-on-one, and I have this paper with me. So right here at the bottom, what I have is notes, and what I'll do is I'll write down the date, and I'll write down what did we do today in our lesson. So did we work on high tee if his hands drop, or did we work on getting extension? Let's say she's a girl and we need to work on getting more extended up and through the ball. I'll write down all that stuff and all the drills that we actually do. And this helps me because I'm doing about 50 to 60 lessons per week. And so this helps me keep track of everything so that I can get, next time we do the lesson next week, I say, oh, this is what's been going on. This is, what we worked on. Let's continue moving forward. And they have that as well. So they can, what I'll add here too is like the drills for that week that they do, so that they can get the results. Because if you're coming to, if you're doing hitting lessons, you need to be doing, you got to work with the purpose. So if the coach tells you need to work on something, or you guys are working on something, you should go home and work on it. That's how you get better. It's not just show up once a week and take, a few swings and then you're done. No, this is about, this is just math. If you, work on the certain things, the right things that your coach is telling you, and you go home and do that, and you do that, let's say you're doing 5 hours a week, and another person is just doing 1 hour a week of hitting, who's going to be better? I mean, it's simple math. So you really want to take what you're getting from, here, you want to take what you're getting from your coach, and then you want to go and work on it. And you could just be hitting off the tee, and you're going to get it. Over time, you're going to get it. I mean, it's not like it's not like it's too complicated. You'll get it if you put the work in it, if you want to get it, So just to explain things here, I start off with the swing. So I'll draw something like this right here, and I'll put, is the swing level? Are they getting here? Are they getting in the slot early? So I'll write it here. I'll write level swing. If their swing is level, I might even just go straight across right here, just like this, and say it's a level swing. And sometimes I write, they have a downhill swing. So as you see, it's D right here. That's supposed to be a D, but that's a D for downhill. And then here's U for uphill. So they have an uphill swing, and I kind of just draw a visual representation of their swing. And it allows me to say, okay, I understand their swing. I know what they're wanting to do. And then, then it allows me to see what they're doing. I also want to, right here, you see it says E right here, and this is the extension. So I'll draw right here saying, okay, are they getting extended? Yes or no. Are they cutting off their swing? So that's a CO for cutting off. Are they cutting off their swing? And this allows me to see all that, and then I know what I need to work on to give them the best chance of being successful in the mechanics of the swing. And then here you see it's pointing to this arm, and it's like AB. That means arm bar. And are they arm barring? Over here you'll see it says load. How's their load? Are they getting the knob pointing to the catcher? Are they in a strong position? Are they in a weak position? Right here, this is supposed to be a TH, and it's supposed to say top hand. Is their top hand active? I mean, you see it with a lot of young players. They swing and their top hand's not working. And if you just if you just like had them do a top hand drill for like 3 swings, then they start hitting more line drives, they start driving the ball, their swing's much shorter, and it's just really that simple, because the top hand controls the barrel of the bat. So if the top hand is not getting in the slot early, or not getting on plane, or is not taking over to start the swing, then they really don't have a chance. And you'll see that with a lot of players. They're like, this part of their body is going like away from the ball, then their hands go, and the barrel should be the one going to the ball, and then it's like they should be connected with all of this backside and everything, you know, this backside of their body. So it should all be connected, and the top hand is really the one that gets that going. So I'll write top hand, not active. Top hand is active. Right here you'll see it's supposed to say HD, and it's because do their hands drop? You'll see a lot of players where their hands drop here and it never gets back up, and then they end up swinging just straight uphill, and they can't get to a fastball up. They can hit all the balls low, but they can't get to the fastball up. So I'll write that, hands drop, yes, no, you know, and these are just things that I write to give myself an idea, and to give the player an idea of like what is going on with their swing, so that they can, you know, understand as well, and they're learning. Because what I'm trying to do is teach them what's in my head, and then so that they are in the batter's box and they can start fixing things, or make a quick adjustment. Oh man, my hands dropped, let me get my hands up. Or my top hand isn't working, I missed that ball for some reason. Why did I miss that ball? My top hand isn't active. Okay, let me take a step out and just do a 1 swing, warm-up swing out of the batter's box where it's just a top hand. Okay, now my top hand's ready, let's go. You know, arm bar. Hey, I'm arm barring, let me get my hand closer to my body so I don't get away from my body. And then extension, you know, let me try to get up and through it. I'm cutting it off. I'm cutting off my swing. My top hand's being a little bit too dominant. Let me try to get up and through it with the bottom hand to extend through the ball. So these are some things that, you know, I'm teaching my players so that they can, you know, get these and use it in the batter's box, because at the end of the day, that's what matters. You're in that batter's box by yourself, and you need to know how to make quick adjustments so you can get the results you want. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to share with you a swing, probably my swing, maybe a few more swings, and just show you what I mean. And then we're going to, you know, but before I do that, I'm going to write a few more things right here, because I felt like I wrote a lot, or I said a lot about arm bar, load, top hand, hands drop, all that stuff, swing plane, and I just put it all into one. You know, I know it and I can see it, but if you're new to all of this, I'm just going to try to make something right here so that you can, you know, use this. So this is just a sheet that I use when I'm doing, you know, my lessons, and it just helps me a lot, and it helps, you know, people to see what I'm doing, as far as like the parents, and I teach them, even if we don't work together. I say, hey, here's some things that I would recommend, and it's just very beneficial. Like, I love this, and if you want it, I'll send it over somehow. You know, but you gotta let me know by commenting below. Okay, so give me a second, let me fix this up real quick, and then I'll show you a few swings, and we'll talk about the swing. All right, so let's go. Okay, so before we go into the swing, where I show you a few videos, I wanted to show you what I use, or what I updated for you. So for example, right here, the first video we talked about the base. So is the base 50-50, 60-40, 40-60, 30-70? You just 30-70, and then you just circle which one it is. When loading is knob to the catcher, that's a strong position. So we want that where the knob's pointing to the catcher. Not everybody can get to that position. Not everyone needs to, but it's just a basis for you. Is top hand direct to baseball? Is the top hand active? Is it getting them on plane? Are their hands dropping? You can, yes or no. Are they arm barring? Is their head moving? A lot, a little, none. Are they getting extended? Yes. Are they cutting off their swing? No. Is the top hand getting through baseball? So if the top hand get on plane and finish high through, is that happening? Is the swing level downhill or uphill? Swing level, is the swing level downhill or uphill? So you circle one of those. Point of contact, out front, middle, deep. Are they getting on plane early? Yes or no? And then you can write down any tips, drills, the date, so you keep yourself up to date on what you've been working on, your thoughts, any recommendations for drills they may have. I just, added some stuff, and I took, like one or two things out of here. But this is something that, you want to have for yourself, something that you can use to get better results. For example, if your hands are dropping, or let's say simpler terms, if you're hitting a lot of ground balls, usually it's, like I said, the base is the first thing I look for. Second thing is the top hand working? Because the top hand will get you on plane. Is the top hand not getting on plane, then or the top hand not being active, is not being dominant, then it will not hit line drive. You won't hit line drive. So the top hand's super important. Are they getting extended through it so they can do damage? So if you're hitting soft contact, that could be another thing. You're just not getting through it. Are you cutting off your swing, and that's why you're hitting ground balls? These are things that you can check off to say, okay, there's some things I'm not getting. I'm not, it's not working for me. Like, what's wrong? And then you can evaluate yourself or evaluate your kid, and you could really, change their swing and really give them a better chance of getting high level results. So that's something that I would recommend. And there's so many things that we could talk about as far as are you hitting ground balls? Are you hitting weak fly balls? Are you not driving the ball? And if you work this stuff out, it'll give you the answers you need, because you'll be able to say, all right, well, you're hitting the ball too deep. Well, if you're trying to do damage, you want to start hitting the ball more out front. If you're, not consistent, or if you're rolling over, you're probably too far out front. So maybe you need to bring the bag more the middle to deep, so you can see the ball deeper, and then you can stop swinging at bad pitches. You're gonna start swinging at better pitches. Are you getting on plane early? Well, if you have a downhill type swing, you're just not getting on plane early. So that's not gonna allow you to, let's say you're a little late. If you're on plane early and you're a little late, you can hit a line drive to the right side. If you're not on plane early, then that just you're gonna just start rolling over, or you have to be perfect every single time. Is your head moving a lot? Well, this is going to mess up your ability to see the ball better, or slow the ball down, or even, let's say someone has some late movement. You won't be able to see if your head is moving a lot. Are you getting extended? Are you not getting extended? Well, if you're not getting extended, you're not going to be able to drive baseballs. You're going to be able to hit them, but you're not going to be able to catch it on the barrel and follow through, up and through, and do damage. Are your hands dropping? If your hands dropping, you're going to be in a weak position, so you're not going to be in a strong, loaded position. So that's going to force you to be inconsistent, and you're not going to be able to hit balls that are up in the zone. I mean, granted, if your hands do drop, say you do barrel tip and you do get your hands back up like buried, then it's not a problem. But if your hands just stay down, then you won't be able to hit the high pitch. When you're loading, is knob to the catcher. Like I said earlier, if knob's to the catcher, you're in a strong position. So There's so much stuff right here. This will help you out so much with your swing, and you can add to this, or you can, use it. I think it's really good. It helps me a lot. It helps me get results for my kids, and it's going to help you as well. So now let's go into a few swings, talking about the swing. I pretty much gave you all the rundown right now, but let's see a visual of swings and what we're looking for. Okay, so this video could go so many different ways as far as the different swings and all that, but I'm gonna keep it very simple so that we don't have an hour-long video talking about the swing plane. But right now we're looking at one of my swings, and I had a swing where I like the ball up in the zone. So anything kind of like chest high, belt high, that was the pitch where I wanted to drive, because I believe that mistakes are up in the zone. So I would look for pitches up in the zone, and I would take pitches down, and that allowed me to get in hitters counts and drive the ball. But that's not everybody. Everybody has their own thing. If you talk to Mike Trout, he likes the ball more down. And it just depends on your swing. So we're going to go into the swing right now, and we're first going to watch this video first. So you can already see this ball is pretty much up in the zone. It's the first pitch. It's the fourth inning. I'm batting in like the 3 or 4 hole, and it's right, it's middle in, and it's right in my wheelhouse. That's why I swung first pitch, boom. I'm not gonna let that go, because that's something that that's my pitch. Up in the zone, middle in, middle away. I can drive that pitch to hit a double or hit it over the fence. So here it is one more time.
Curtis leaves the yard. It's 2-0 Bats. Nothing like messing up our format. We have it all planned out. I do this part, he does that part. While we're trying to do that completely. There it goes. There it goes. Second home.
So from a side view, you can see how I'm starting to get on plane right there. And then I get to it, and then I finish high through it. So that's basically, but that pitch is up in the zone, and again, that's my mistake pitch. Like, I love that pitch, and that pitch right there, I don't need to take BP and I'll drive that ball. So that's just something that, you need to know when it comes to the swing, your swing, what worked for you. Now, I don't try to change everybody's swing. I tried to help them. And I guess when I talk about this, and maybe I'll make another video, and this probably will go later in the course, but you got to have a process for what you want. So if you're looking to drive the ball, if you're looking to hit for average, you create a swing that will allow you to get that result. And I can go more in depth in that, but I'm not going to do it right now. But what I wanted to do is I want to drive more extra base hits, but I still wanted to hit for a high average. So by doing that, pitches up in the zone, and that pitch for me allowed me to drive the ball, and that allowed me to hit for more extra base hits and hit for a homer, hit for power too. And I didn't learn this till later in my career. I wish I would have known it sooner, because I would have definitely drove the ball much sooner and been more dangerous as a hitter. But I learned later my strengths and my weaknesses, and that's something that you want to do as a hitter. You want to start learning this so that you can play to your strengths and work around your weaknesses. Every hitter has a weakness, and you just got to play around it. Mine was low pitches, so I would take the low pitches until I had to swing at it. And usually the pitches low are balls. And if it's a good pitch, I just let them have it. You know what I mean? And so I forced them to come up in the zone, that allowed me to start driving balls. So I don't want to make this about me, but I just wanted to explain about the swing, okay? And for me, the pitches up in the zone, that's what I liked. And for as my swing path, I wanted to get in the slot early and then catch it on the barrel and continue through it. So in a fast motion, it would look like this.
Jermaine Curtis, who's now walked and homered. We're watching it again. So Ruth reading for,
So now we're looking at Mike Trout, and as you can see with Mike Trout's swing, he has a different swing than I did. So as my swing was more looking for the pitch up and then trying to drive it, his pitch, he likes the ball down, and that's why he crushes low pitches. He elevates this ball, and you know, the rest is history. So I think that you have to know what type of swing you have. You have to know what's your strengths as far as the pitches. You have to know just your swing playing in general, what things are working. If I looked at Mike Trout a little bit more, he has, you know, he's not arm barring. He's in a power position right here with the knob pointed to the catcher, which is a strong position. You know, when I was with Barry Bonds, Barry always talked about if you drop that bat, you should be able to hit somebody. And I do not condone, you know, fighting or anything, but you're in a position where your scap is loaded and you're able to fire and hit somebody. Like you could just knock someone out. You're not going to just go like this and hit someone and knock someone out. You're going to load up and then you're ready to just do damage. And so you can see right here, he is in that position. He's in a strong position. He's on his backside. He's staying behind the ball, and then now the barrel is going. It's getting on plane. Top hand's about to get on plane with it. Top hand is leading it right here, and then he gets on plane with the ball right here. Top band takes him right to it, and then he finished high through it right there, and you know, the rest is history. So that's something that you got to find out on your own. What works for you? What swing works? What you're trying to do? You need to know what you're trying to do up there. You know, that's most important, and you need to know your strengths. If you've in previous videos, I talked about my book. That will help a lot. If you don't have that book, let me know. I'll probably make something. I'll give it away for free, and I give it to all the kids that I do training with, hitting lessons. And if you're, you know, soon, you'll probably get that book anyway, because if I put this into my group, it's all the people who will get that book. They will already have that book, and then course think about how to break down their own swing and everything. So for watching this video, was talking about the swing plane. You have to know what type of swing plane that you have. I appreciate you watching all the way into the end. Please hit the like button. It allows me, it helps with the YouTube algorithm and gets my stuff to more people. And please comment below if you have any questions. I could, you know, add more info to this if I didn't say it any clear, but I thought it's pretty clear so far. And also, you know, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. This is going to be up for a limited time, and then I'm going to have it for my people who are in my group who want to learn stuff. So please, you know, hit the like button, subscribe, and you know, comment below, and that'll let me know you're a loyal person as well, and I'll put you into my groups and everything. So I want to thank you, and I'm signing out.